Welcome to Deep Bear Sleep. If you're looking to relax and fall asleep fast, you're in the right place. Settle in, get comfortable, and let the sound of my voice take you deep into sleep. For more stories like this one, visit deepbearsleep.com. Now, let's begin.
Welcome. This is a reflection on rest. Settle in. You're here now. Not almost here. Not on your way. Here. The day is behind you, even if it doesn't feel that way yet. Even if some part of your mind is still standing in a room you left hours ago, still running the same conversation, still holding the same unresolved thing. That is allowed. You do not have to be finished with the day before the night can hold you. The night does not ask for that. There is weight in your body right now. The particular weight of someone who has been present in the world, who has moved through it, responded to it, been asked things of, and given things away. That weight is real. It is not a sign that something is wrong. It is just what a day costs, and you paid it, and now you are here. Think of a lamp left on in a window, not turned on when you arrived, already on. On before you pulled into the drive, before you came through the door, before you set down whatever you were carrying. The lamp was not waiting to see what kind of day you'd had. It was not keeping a record. It was simply on, and the room was warm because of it, and that warmth was for you. Rest is like that. It was already here. It did not begin when you decided you had done enough. It was not assembled from the parts of a finished to-do list. It was waiting the way a made bed waits, the way a quiet room waits. Not impatiently, not with conditions, just open. You may not feel that yet. That is understandable. You have spent a long time believing otherwise, believing that this right here, the lying down, the stillness, was something you had to arrive at correctly. That there was a version of tonight where you had done enough to deserve it cleanly, without the leftover hum of the day still in your chest. You are here with the hum. You are here with whatever is unfinished. You are here with the thing you said, and the thing you didn't say, and the thing that still needs to happen tomorrow. You brought all of it through the door with you, and the lamp is still on. This is not a place you have to earn your way into. You are not a guest here waiting to be let in. This is yours. The heaviness you feel is not a problem to solve before rest can begin. It is just the feeling of a body that worked today. It is just the feeling of arriving, and arriving is enough. You do not have to do anything with tonight. You do not have to process it or resolve it or set it in order. The day does not need to be folded neatly before you can put it down. You are allowed to put it down exactly as it is. Rest is not a reward you earn at the end of a finished day. It is something that was already waiting for you. The way a lamp is left on for someone who is coming home. You are home. The lamp was already on. You have been holding things for a long time, not just today. Today is only the most recent layer of something that goes back much further than this evening. There is the weight of this week, and beneath that, the weight of the weeks before it. The accumulation of small accountings. Did I do enough? Did I say the right thing? Did I miss something I should have caught? The quiet arithmetic that runs in the background of a life, totaling and retotaling, never quite arriving at a number that feels settled. You have been doing that arithmetic for years, maybe for most of your adult life, maybe for longer than that. Maybe it started young, the habit of measuring yourself against what was needed, against what was expected, against some standard that shifted just slightly every time you came close to meeting it. You learned to keep running the numbers. You got very good at it. It is not a flaw. It was something you developed because it mattered to you. The people around you mattered. The work mattered. Getting things right mattered. You were paying attention. You were trying. That is not nothing. That is not a small thing. But the body keeps the record of all that trying. It holds what the mind has been carrying. The tension that settles in without announcement and stays. The tiredness that isn't only physical, the kind that lives a little deeper than muscle, the kind that a single night doesn't always reach. Your body knows how long it has been at this. You didn't ask it to carry all of that. You didn't sit down one morning and decide that this was how it would be. It just happened the way most things happen, gradually, without ceremony, one day at a time, until it was simply the texture of your life. The low-level hum of responsibility, the background awareness of everything that depends on you staying upright and capable and present. Think of a coat you have worn for a long time, a heavy one. You put it on so long ago that you have stopped noticing the weight of it. You move through the world in it. You sit down in it, work in it, come home in it. And because you have been wearing it for years, you have started to believe that this is simply how much you weigh. This is just what it feels like to be you. But the coat is not you. The coat is what you have been carrying. And there is a chair by the door where it can be set down. That chair was there before you arrived. It was not placed there because you had earned a rest, or because the day had been hard enough to justify it. It was simply there, the way chairs are there, waiting with no conditions, no opinion about whether you deserve to use it. It did not need to review the day before offering itself. It was already there. You are allowed to set the coat down. Not because you have finished everything it was protecting you from. Not because the cold is gone, or the work is done, or the people who need you have stopped needing you. But because you are inside now. Because the door is closed. Because the coat was never meant to be worn through the night. There is a particular kind of tiredness that comes from being needed, from being the person others orient toward, the one who knows where things are, who remembers what was said, who tracks what still needs doing. That role is real, and it matters, and it has asked something of you, something steady and ongoing and not always visible. You have been giving that steadily for a long time. Tonight, it is not being asked of you. Right now, in this moment, no one needs you to know where anything is. No one needs you to remember or manage or anticipate. The people you love are somewhere in the world, and they are okay. And you do not have to hold them up with your attention right now. You can put that down too. This is not abandonment. This is not neglect. This is the ordinary mercy of a night that asks nothing of you. You are allowed to receive that. The lamp is still on. It was on when you were managing everything, and it is on now that you have set some of it down. It did not dim because you stopped being useful. It does not brighten because you earned it. It is simply on, and the room is warm, and that warmth does not require anything from you to keep burning. You have been holding things for a long time. That is true, and it is seen, and it does not need to be justified. And the chair is still by the door, and the coat is heavy, and you are already home. Was already pulled out. Not pulled out because you arrived looking tired. Not pulled out because someone assessed the weight of your day and decided you had earned a seat. It was pulled out before you came through the door. Before the day began, even. It has been there this whole time, at that particular angle, with that particular amount of space between it and the table. Just enough room for you. That is what unconditional looks like. Not a grand gesture, not a proclamation, just a chair, already pulled out, already waiting, already yours. You have spent a long time approaching rest as though it were a threshold with requirements, as though there were a version of tonight where everything was settled, the calls returned, the tensions resolved, the tomorrow already accounted for. And only then, only from that cleared and finished place, would rest be something you were truly allowed. You have been looking for that version of tonight for a long time. It is not coming. Not because something is wrong with you, but because that is not how a life works. The list does not empty. The day does not close cleanly, and the chair does not wait for it to. You are here with an unfinished day behind you. That is the only kind of day there is. And the chair was pulled out for exactly this person, the one who arrived with things still pending, still unsettled, still faintly humming in the background. Not the finished version of you, this version, the one who is actually here. Think of the lamp again. It is still on. It was on when you were capable and organized and moving through the day with purpose, and it is on now, in the quiet, when you are none of those things in particular. The lamp does not register the difference. It does not track your productivity or your patience, or how well you handled the difficult moment in the middle of the afternoon. It is simply on, and the room is warm, and the warmth is the same warmth it always was. Warmth was never a reward. It was never withheld and then released once you had done enough. It was there in the morning before you had done anything at all, and it is here now. And it will be here on the days when you feel you have fallen short, and the days when you feel you have done well, and every unremarkable day in between. It does not change because you change. That is the nature of it. The coat is heavy tonight, maybe heavier than usual. There are weeks like that. Weeks where the weight accumulates faster than it disperses, where you carry more out of each day than you brought into it. You may be in one of those weeks. You may have been in one of those weeks for longer than a week. That does not change what is available to you tonight. The chair is not less present because you are more tired. The offer is not smaller because what you are carrying is larger. If anything, the chair has simply been waiting longer. It is patient. It has no opinion about how long it took you to get here. You are allowed to sit down in an unfinished life. That is the permission that was always being offered, and it is the one that is hardest to receive, because you were taught, most people were taught, that sitting down in the middle of things is a kind of failure, that rest belongs at the end, after the completion, after the reconciling. You absorbed that early, and you carried it forward, and it has cost you something. Small amounts, regularly, over a long time. The cost of never quite arriving. The cost of always being one more task away from permission. But the permission was never at the end of the list. It was here. It was always here. The chair pulled out, the lamp on, the coat hook by the door. None of it was contingent on what you had accomplished. None of it was keeping score.
The heaviness in your body right now is real. The weight of your limbs against whatever is beneath you. That specific, particular heaviness that belongs to this body, this day, this accumulation. That weight is not a problem. It is not evidence of something wrong. It is the feeling of a body that has been present in the world, that has done what was asked of it, that has arrived. And that weight is welcome here, all of it. The whole accumulated, unresolved, still humming weight of you. You do not have to be lighter to deserve the chair. There is nothing you needed to finish today before this moment became available to you. Not the conversation that still feels incomplete. Not the thing you have been putting off. Not the version of yourself you meant to be this week and weren't quite. Those things are real, and they will still be there. And they do not have to be resolved tonight before you are allowed to rest. They can wait in the other room the way everything waits. Quietly, without urgency, without judgment. Tonight is not asking you to be further along than you are. Tonight is not asking you to be different. The night receives you exactly as you arrived, with whatever you brought through the door, with whatever is still unresolved, with the coat still on if that is how you came. It simply receives you. Rest is not a reward you earn at the end of a finished day. It was already waiting for you. The way a lamp is left on for someone who is coming home. The way a chair is pulled out at a table where your place was already set. Your place was already set. Not because you did everything right. Not because the day went well or the week was manageable, or you handled it all with the grace you wished you had. Your place was set because you were coming. That was the only reason required. You are here now. The lamp is on. The chair is pulled out. The coat can come off. And none of that was waiting for you to earn it. It was waiting for you to arrive. And you have. You are already here. Someone who comes home. That is not a small thing. There are people who never quite make it back, who stay out in the day long after the day is over, who lie down in the dark, still entirely elsewhere, still in the meeting, still at the edge of the difficult conversation, still standing in the parking lot trying to work out what they should have said. You know that feeling. You have had nights like that, but you are here. Whatever part of your mind is still out there, your body is here, and your body knows the difference. It knows the particular quality of this quiet, the specific weight of this surface beneath you, the way the light is, or the way the dark is. Your body has already recognized that the day is behind it. It is already beginning to believe. You have been coming home for a long time, through easy years and hard ones, through the seasons that felt manageable and the ones that did not,
Through the weeks when you moved through your life with something like confidence, and the weeks when you were simply enduring, putting one thing in front of the other, waiting for the texture of things to change. Through all of that, you kept coming back. You kept returning to the quiet, even when it was hard to rest, even when rest didn't come easily. You kept lying down. That is its own kind of faithfulness. There is something in you that knows how to do this, that has always known. Before the belief that rest had to be earned, before the habit of the mental accounting, before the years of running the numbers, there was a version of you that simply knew how to stop. A version that lay down without a checklist, that let the day go without reviewing it first, that trusted the night to hold what the day had been without needing to sort it all out beforehand. That knowledge did not leave you. It is still here, quieter now, but present. You do not have to find it. You do not have to work your way back to it. It is simply what remains when everything else goes still.
Things you are carrying tonight are real. The unfinished thing. The thing that went sideways and hasn't been repaired yet. The low, persistent awareness of everything that will be waiting for you in the morning. You are not being asked to pretend those things aren't there. They are there. They came through the door with you. They are in the other room right now, quiet and patient, not going anywhere. And the lamp is still on. Even with all of that in the other room, the lamp is still on. The warmth does not depend on the other room being empty. The chair was pulled out for you as you actually are, not the version of you who has resolved everything, but this one. The one who arrived with a full coat and a long week, and something still unfinished at the edges. This one. You. Rest was already here when you were tired. It was here when you were uncertain. It was here on the days you felt you had done well, and on the days you felt you had not. It did not track those differences. It was simply here, the way it is here now, not earned, not granted, not released to you at the end of a sufficient day. Just here, already yours. You are allowed to let tonight be quiet, not productive, not restorative in any effortful sense, just quiet. You are allowed to lie in the dark and not solve anything, to let the unfinished thing remain unfinished until morning, to stop being the person who knows where everything is just for these hours. No one is asking that of you right now. The night is not asking it. You are someone who comes home, and home is not a place you have to deserve. It is not a reward waiting at the end of a good enough day. It is the lamp already on, the chair already pulled out, the warmth that was there before you arrived and is here now that you have. You have arrived. That is all it ever required, and you are already here. Thank you for being here. May this stay with you.
Until next time, sleep well.